Oh, wait. Oh.
Got my blueberries on.
Wait, and you're drinking? Of course.
I ran out of
Of course.
Crystal Light, so I couldn't make any green tea matcha lemonade.
Hold on, Chant.
Oh, dang. Uh,
You know what's funny? When people walk into my house, the very first thing they see is the plaque and then the MMA poster. I think it's that. I think they never disrespect. It's the first thing they see.
gosh. Every time I see. So I haven't come like really into this room. I had to, so we were late. In addition to you running late, I took advantage of the time. So I was cleaning my room, and when I was like this, it looked like a meth house in here. When I was picking stuff up, I actually reached forward for something, and at one point, like cobwebs went in my eyes. I haven't been in here in that long, but so when I see this kind of stuff, or the other day I opened my drawer and I was looking for something, and then I just saw like the MMA logo on a shirt at the bottom. It's always like it's hard for me. It's like the one that got away.
Oh, no, no, no. Well,
By the
now that those guys have moved to Austin, it's time to pitch. So,
I will take these off. I think I'm not a shades wearer. The only reason I bought these were kind of as a meme when I was at Disneyland, and I wasted like $330 on these.
are
I
you?
don't wear shades.
You know what? I was about to say, if I got to put them on, I will. Wait,
You
I was
have
gonna
some?
say, no. I mean, I got some random ones. So, are we the No Shade podcast now?
No
No, no.
shade.
I'm like, no, the Shade Room. That's one. I think. No, that's a TikTok, not TikTok channel, Twitter channel. All right, what socials are you on, Chan? The people want to know. By the way, actually, let me just say this. Hey, everybody, welcome to season five.
Is it really five?
All right, season one was obviously the legendary one. Season two was uh season two. Didn't we do in the cars at Focus Vision
I
during
couldn't
lunch?
remember if that was two or three. That might have been two, yeah. Because
Season three we did back at the basement, and then remember
when I had
that
that green jacket on.
that was a legendary one. Then season four was one that we did. When did we do season?
Was season three like the Squid Squad era?
No, well, might have been around the same time. The Squid Squad. By the way, have you spoken to the Squid Squad?
No, they all think I'm a Nazi. I mean, besides one or two of them, probably by default, I'm a Nazi. I think. I don't know. I don't know.
Wait, are you assuming this, or did something happen on the stream?
So, there, like little by little, there were trickles of because we got to a point on that channel where we started to speak freely, and we would talk. We just started being honest. And we would talk about, I remember we had these episodes where we'd start talking about like martial arts or whatever, and we'd be
Hmm.
like, are you assuming my martial art or whatever, like dumb stuff, whatever we could throw that into.
Hmm.
And then
Hmm.
little by little I started getting people sending DMs like, hey, um it kind of makes me uncomfortable when you talk about assuming stuff, because like, you know, I've assumed that I'm this, so when you make light of it, then I feel like you're making fun of me. And I'm like, I mean, you can only go down that for so long until you're like, yeah, it's stupid, bro. Like, I tried to just be diplomatic about it, but at a certain point, you're not going to get anywhere.
Just type back and question mark. Oh, I love it. I love it. You're like, well, once the facade was really lifted, fan changed me.
Once I wasn't uploading enough that the channel wasn't monetized anymore.
You remind me of H3 in this regard. Then the podcast was not. That's why I gotta help rein things in here. Actually, okay, you know what? No, no, we don't. The facade's got to be lifted from day one. Otherwise, guess what, Chet? The wrong crowd's coming.
That's correct. That is correct.
Because you could have had the right crowd. You could have had the right crowd for Squid Squad. But you let the analytics choose the crowd.
I was reviewing One Direction songs instead of Blake Shelton songs. Is it Shelton or Sheldon?
I think it's Sheldon. I think. Don't ask me. Don't ask
Did you paint
me
your
up.
room?
No.
I don't
It came like
recognize that
this.
room. I don't know if I've ever seen it. Are you still in the same house?
Chet, you have never seen my Austin house. So this yeah.
Oh, that's
Wait, why do they look kind of the same? Your room and this one.
man.
Oh.
Hey, what's up? We're
No,
fooling everybody.
actually, okay, we could make it look like that. If I get the exact same
Oh,
mic,
shoot.
imagine if I get the same mic, we can fake
We'll just
people
be
out.
angle like
Yeah.
this.
Oh, hi, yeah. No, that's so good. Okay. Wait, and then, all right, we could both buy like a hot dog that day. I'd be like, you gonna finish that? Oh, oh, no.
Oh yeah, we have to. Oh my gosh, just to see people
Uh,
confused in the comments. Um, I feel weird even assuming anyone's gonna see this. What channel is this gonna go on?
that's a good question. It could either be a brand new one or because let me tell you what happened recently with the changes of some of the channels.
By the
We
way, I'm
used to,
just like nonchalantly going past. Like I started crying right now. My eyes are all red now. like um, it's weird. I know we need to talk about what channels these are gonna be on, but
your piece, Chip.
I think I think um I think I'm having an emotional breakthrough right now. Um I so I've spent the last 2.5 years um strongly despising you um for for ripping apart everything that we built for taking the ball and running to Texas with it. Anyway, I've been selling cars as well as my soul for the past couple of years, and that's all I do from the moment I wake up till I go to bed. And it's just sell, 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 lie, lie, lie. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm not. That's why I'm not as the most successful one because I don't lie. But I just realized right now when I started laughing about the hot dog thing, I feel like I haven't laughed like that in like 2 years because I don't sit down and like watch TV or movies or like there's no pleasure in my life. I wake up at like 6, sometimes 5 something in the morning, drive like almost an hour away with traffic, and then it's just crazy. Hey, did you do this? Did you call that guy? Did you do this? Did you follow up with that? What they say? How come you let him go? Why didn't you do this? Oh, if I would have said this if I were you. Blah, 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 blah. And then the customer is mad. You sold me that car. Hey, how come you didn't tell me? This dude put it on the lift and it looks like you glued the whole thing together. And
Wait, who's saying I would have done this if I were you? Like,
oh,
that's hilarious.
that's what managers are for. It's so weird. You could be like the most intelligent person, like like you, whatever you do, whatever you excel in. I keep looking at you. Whatever you, that feels weird looking at that. Whatever you excel in, like you know you're good at that. You make your living doing video production and all that kind of stuff, and you're like an expert in that. But then you do this other thing, and someone will just make you feel like this, and then you're like, wait a minute, I'm not dumb. How did they make me feel so dumb? Like it's like magic. And then sometimes I'll be like, it's so weird how someone will make you feel like this, and it'll be like, I'll have to walk out and be like, wait a minute, they made me feel like I was dumb for a moment. Like that's not true. And then I'll make myself feel better. And it's like, if we were talking about this or that or this or this or that topic, I could make you feel dumb, and you wouldn't know anything about that. But just because someone's in this position, I'm having a meltdown right now.
No, this is good because I feel like the manager. You know what I think when I hear that, and I think it's easy for managers to fall in that because I'm like, why are they attacking someone in a way like that? And I'm like, they're probably super anxious about like some numbers they have to hit for their like general manager or something, and they're bringing the pressure down. You know,
we. I think that's the pest guy. I told him just go. I left it unlocked for him. I heard the doorbell. So yes, we experienced. I'll say it like this: we've worked together several jobs, and we've seen that firsthand. Where it could be like the coolest person that you work with, but they're just like a monster because someone's on them, because someone's on them, because someone's on them. That's just how it goes.
and the Lord is above all.
Yeah. So yeah, I said all that to say.
Actually, that's what you should say. Be like, you know what? I told your boss that. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it's some of them are blatant atheists, so I'd have to go another route. I'd have to
It's
like
still their
talk
boss.
about
Don't
Mother
matter.
Earth or something. Oh, you're right. Just in a way that would make sense to them. But
I
have
told
you
your great grandfish that the atheist. You know?
have you ever realized? I think we've talked about this before. How they've tried to take it so far away from Father God that they actually went Mother Earth. I don't know.
Oh.
It's a little thing, but I thought that's interesting that they made it a point. It's not Father Earth, it's Mother Earth. Like, how convenient. Anyway, I said all that to say that it was embarrassing because I looked in the feed and I was like, oh shoot, my eyes are like super red. I'm like crying because I was laughing, but that's my whole life. I wake up early, I go, and it's just like soul sucking, and then I commute and I'm home, everyone's asleep, and then I go to bed and do the same thing again the next day. So it's like I haven't had time to have certain emotions.
Well, you're like, here's the thing, Chet. I feel like creatives are gonna like this because you're a creative who went and got a job, and I'm like, I thought that would be better for you in a way because it's like, wait, that's like recurring money, and now on Saturdays you could sit back and be, I'm gonna write a short story. I got money, my bills are paid. I'm gonna write about a young boy in a wheelbarrow.
Well, I'll refer to her as Marilena. She has told me she hates me working in this industry. She wants me to quit. She has told me that this was like the worst industry that I could have gotten in because she said it's so much like YouTube, where every single because YouTube wasn't good for me either. It was
Oh.
terrible for my brain and my personality. But I'll do it again. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna finish writing, and then I'm gonna shoot a video after this. I have to. I have to get back
Wait,
to
are
that.
we talking Jesse or
Yes. I have
amazing?
to. So
Amazing.
because I see what you're saying, and I thought it was going to be the same. I would love to write about the wheelbarrow, wheelbarrow,
Wheelbarrow.
barrel,
Yeah,
barrel. I think I've been saying
yeah,
it
yeah.
wrong my whole life, but
You have.
this job is so, and it sounds stupid to say because every job kind of is, or you get fired. It's so blatantly performance based day to day. Like if you didn't sell a car or two that day, you just feel like a failure and you're on thin ice and you didn't succeed. It's weird how it could just, like I was saying earlier about managers and stuff, how it could just warp your brain to like, I'll be walking in my car at night and I'm like, I'm garbage. I didn't know I was this worthless. I can't sell a car. I should die. And it's like it just like it tricks your brain. You could be the most intelligent, kind, loving, you got it all together kind of person, but then you're in this industry, boom, that's just where you happen to be. You don't do well, and it's like that's the way that industry is. There's so much pressure. It's like that becomes what defines you.
Sure.
And if you don't do well
Okay.
that day, it's like, oh, I guess you're just not good as a person. So yeah, in that industry and the kind of hours it makes you keep, it's like
You're
I
breaking up,
can't
champ.
come home and do that. I pretty much have to work open to close to even earn what I need, because I work at a luxury dealership, and that's almost like being a real estate agent. You have to talk with people sometimes for weeks before they even buy a car. At Nissan, it's like they'll just buy. Where I'm at now, it's like you have to date them. There's actually there's a guy that wants to
We
date
are
her.
having
That's actually true.
internet
And then he'll buy
issues.
the car, and I told her I'll take that one. But that happens.
If you feel like chant, drop a car emoji in the chat. I want to know who else feels this. Um,
So yeah,
by the way, sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say she took my last check. This will sound accurate to you. You know how the dynamic is. She took my last check and divided it by how many hours I worked, and she's like, "You could do this somewhere else with a 9 to 5, and you'll be home on the weekends and on the evenings." She wants me out of
Wow.
that, and I was like, "Oh
You
yeah,"
know,
but
she's the smart one. She's the smart one.
but
And
I'm so sick. I'm so sick that now it's like, no, because I have to be the best salesman. Because I'm just so competitive. Just like when I was a dishwasher at, what was it, that place called? That place you like, that I didn't even like the
yes,
food.
yes, Schoolhouse.
When at the schoolhouse, I was like, I'm gonna be the best dishwasher. It's so stupid. I'm too competitive. So it's like now I don't even want to leave if I'm not like if I left as the best salesman, if I left on top, then I'd be happy. But it's like I have to be the best first. So I'm
Well, where are
sick.
you? Where are you in the rankings of sales?
I did. So I've been doing better every single month. I've been back there for this is my fourth month now, and every single month I've sold more cars and made more. This last month there was, I think, 8 or 9 people below me and 4 above me. People that have been there for like 4 or 5 years. I've been back for 4 months, so I was pretty proud of myself. I worked like stupid hard though. When it was all over and I saw my commission report and all that and how it was bonus and this and that and new percentage bracket and this and that, I felt empty. I was working for that all month and I got all these different bonuses and I looked at it and I was like, not enough for what I did this month. Not enough. It made me realize like this ain't it.
It's not. And I just realized, Tim, we got to figure out. I feel like this might have to be live stream on YouTube or live stream on the socials or something. Now let's get back to the channel. I was gonna say the Voto one. Remember we used to have like the Voto backstage, but I turned it into Alex RMZ. So that's now
Very
like I was
very
doing.
selfish move. Selfish move.
I
Yep.
was I was doing interviews with like Tremendum Pictures. I got an interview with like Jamin coming up. Then on the Voto side, Voto Studio side, I don't know if you've seen it. We did that one video with JP, like talking about Fallout and stuff. And like, I was like, shouldn't there be like one channel that's just for like the creative? And so I was like, this may just have to be a brand new thing, um, or there's got to be like some kind of we bring Voto backstage back or something like, or there's an ATV channel that is all things Voto the podcast, but behind the scenes, or a brand new thing. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Like OnlyFans. I don't.
OnlyFans. Well, the only thing is they
We
gotta
can't
pay.
though.
They gotta pay.
I wish there was a free version. I mean, you know, I don't know anything about OnlyFans. I know you're much more familiar with it.
Yes.
Um,
So there's a three-tier. No. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You were like, whoa.
so I love how it would be so stupid for us to be on OnlyFans. To me, that would be
Okay.
funny.
Do you remember we were gonna come out with a video series and put it on Pornhub? Do you remember?
No, no. What are you talking about?
No, remember when you were like wanted to do the adult video? What was it? Adult films?
I
Uh,
had, yeah, we
yes,
had that. I still think that's funny. Where
it
it
is.
was like called like it was called adult films, and all it was it was like this series that would teach you how to like change a tire, balance a checkbook, tie a tie, these
But it would
adult
start with the
things.
girl walking in like,
Oh yeah.
"Oh hey." uh, my car broke down.
And then it
Uh,
just keeps like
yeah, yeah,
whizzing.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know how these things go, but like it just keeps. You're like,
hmm
where's the
Yeah, yeah,
payoff?
right.
um. So I I I don't. It's just this monopoly. It's this monster. I don't think there's a way to intelligently do it away from YouTube because it has the uploading, it has the streaming. There's so much interconnected. The shorts, if we want to utilize that, it's just they found out how to make everything. It's like if you go outside of it, it can be so choppy. And of course, people make it work. There's people on other platforms, but
Yeah.
we can test it. We can.
All right, let's test it. Uh,
Um.
do we have a name? Is it ATV? Is it something else?
Shoot. I like so I we have to decide that is this an offshoot of Vodo, or is this people who happen to have ties with Vodo and MMA and all that just happen to be doing this other thing? I don't really care. Now if you want to put it on Vodo and then I plug this on MMA and tell people, "Hey, go watch this," and then you start getting traction, you want to shoot a video for me for free, a movie, because I've brought you all this traffic or whatever. I don't know. That might work. I could do that for you,
Okay.
but
Thank you.
we'll see. I am kind of like I just wanted to do this. I don't care if you want to put it on Vimeo. Like this is my
Yeah,
therapy. I
yeah,
don't know if
yeah.
you realized I'm getting therapy for free.
No, you know what
I
I
feel
realized this was your therapy? I'll tell you that I'll tell you the year was 2019 and I saw you go to the grocery store and you had to stream to the Squid Squad the entire drive and I was like, "Wait, this man, what are you talking about?" Hop on the like,
Did
you
I
know
know
those
that
ones
you
you
were
used to do?
watching?
Probably. You know those ones you used to do on your phone?
Oh yeah, I missed them.
Yeah,
They were
yeah, yeah.
fun.
Yeah, yeah, that's when I realized I was like, some people just gotta go on and get it out. And uh, I mean, look, ATV is really whatever you want it to be. We could do the mailbag section. We could do the. I did think it'd be fun to come up with a random concept. Oh, you're champ.
Do you remember we we read it, we read it, we read it, we read it, we read it. Like, we gotta dig those
Okay.
up.
But by the way, I told JP that HE may be back, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Mortalion 18 is down." He would be so down.
My gosh. I
uh,
miss that. There's times when I think, just like when I open the drawer and I see MMA, there's times when I think of like Mortalion 18 and ATV and The Office, and I'm just like, I don't know if it was one place or a series, but it's like, what did we do wrong? Where did we go wrong? Like, everything was just like, how did we
yeah,
get
yeah.
from that to, with all
hmm
disrespect, we
hmm
went from that to you interviewing your brother. So it's like how did we went from trying to make a movie to interviewing relatives, and I know that sounds disrespectful because I know that he's in the industry and he made content and stuff, but objectively that's funny. You're interviewing your brother. So it's like, but I think of that and it's like it should have kept progressing, and now I'm emailing people for the 17th time saying, "Hey, how's your vehicle search going?" And I hate those people that knock on my door and ask me about solar and stuff like that. I'm that guy now. And it's like I don't know when it happened. I think at times when I consider streaming a fight companion and I'm in here alone and I'm like, we had that setup and we had pizza and we had sound effects and we had a guy going and it's like, what happened?
Well, you know what's funny is that, um, by the way, I know exactly what you mean and that feeling, but and in my mind, I'm like, I mean, we could get it going again. Did it once, did it once, and it's possible. And by the way, I don't think you understand how we are working towards that. And first of all, this is a next step to that again. But I'll let you speak.
Was I saying something? I don't even remember.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'll
You
show you
you
this.
were.
If we have dead air, I'll show you this.
We got dead air. Yeah. Okay. You kept it. 10 big ones.
I won 10 G's. 10 G's, baby. From a
Tell the
national
story of how you
Nissan.
won this, because the audience doesn't know.
Long story short, and it was crazy timing because I was working. I worked at a Nissan store. When it was like the end of 23, I was in some bad financial issues and I needed to have what's it called, a W-9 or a 1022. What's the one where you actually have an employer? I was at the Ask
That
Marilena.
is a W-2, I believe.
I needed to have a W-2. So the quick, like if you have a pulse, you can get into car sales. So I started working at Nissan, a Nissan store, and then it was like wow. So then I thought it would be the top, of course, if I'm going to be in the industry, try to work at Mercedes. So then I went there, and the GM at the time was like a cartoon character. He was insane. He was an awful person. So then I was like, this isn't worth it. So then I went to another Nissan store. And like right when I got there, they announced this video contest that they were doing, a national contest. And when I was at the first Nissan store, I had done this goofy one that went kind of viral locally. I don't even know if we talked about that. Did you know that? Because you were already out of the area. I had this.
Mm.
Oh, the one where I was the can't tell me nada when I'm in the Armada, the carne
Oh,
asada.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That one kind of blew up locally. Some Fresno page shared it. So when I got over there, people had already known me because it made the rounds. All the dealerships were like, "Who's that guy?" So I was kind of like the dealership. So
I love it.
everyone was like, make a video," and I didn't want to at first because it was supposed to be a walk around contest. Okay, and if you look here and you touch this part, it's look, feel that, and the fabric is this way, and the metal is made out of. And I was like, I can't do that. I could be funny and stupid, but I can't do all that. That's boring. So I did it like the only way I could do it. I wrote lyrics. I tried to make it funny. I made it a music video. I think I was the only one in the nation that went that route. Everyone else was like super professional and went over everything
Wow.
like a professional should. And I was just stupid with it. And then I kept winning. I won like the local region, and then I won the Midwestern whatever this. And then I won the West Coast, and it kept going. And then I won the very top one. Dollars, and then some guy from Nissan came and brought me a big check, and then like a week later I quit. It, it might have been shorter than that
Oh.
because someone from Mercedes called me back because the GM was gone, and they're like, "Hey, it's better now, come back." And I felt terrible. Felt
Oh.
terrible.
Wait, so you're at Mercedes now?
Yeah, did you know that? I'm
I
back
thought I
there
did.
now.
I thought I did. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
back
yeah.
there. And then when I had to go back a couple weeks later to Nissan to pick up my sales license, the GM, the GM and all the other managers were in the office, and I had to go grab it, and he's like, he, he was on the phone when I walked in. He like didn't even want to look at me, and I walked in, and he's like, "Hey everybody, be careful with your wallet. She's gonna take the money and run." And then he just kept talking on his phone. I was like, "Dang." But I felt bad. I felt bad because I had to do what was best for me and the family and everything, which it did make more sense. but it was bad timing. It looks like I showed up, made the video, got the money, took off. And then it burned me later because I tried to file for bankruptcy, and that 10,000 put me over, and I didn't qualify. I was too rich. I was too rich to file for bankruptcy. I can't even be bankrupt. How can you like? I didn't even know that. Like, you can't even be bankrupt.
Well, that makes sense. You have money. Uh,
But I owe so much. That should be the loophole.
dang. Well, are
I
you in
thought I was.
Marilena?
I
So
thought
go
I was
ahead,
gonna
Greg.
have like a cool like MC Hammer, Bill Gates, like yeah, I went bankrupt and then everything turned around.
Sell the dog. Uh, wait, do you guys have a dog?
Yeah, we have a couple.
Oh, okay, okay. Dang. Well, now is the time that I should tell the viewers, Chent is the one who left Moda of his own volition. Uh,
I
you
don't think
did.
that's true.
You did.
I think I got a phone call and it was like, "Hey, we're not really. I think we're short on the client work. We can't pay you anymore. You could do Voto, but for free."
Wait, no. Did that
That's
call
what
happen?
happened. Yeah,
Oh.
I think it was a text actually, but it was like, but that's pretty much what happened, right? Wasn't it? Oh shoot, was I one of those people that lost a job during COVID? Wasn't that what it was? That like, yeah. Remember that like Botox spa place, and
No,
other
I
people
remember. Yeah,
started
yeah,
to
yeah.
drag their feet, and you lost some clients, and then it was like there was not that money coming in anymore,
Well,
and
basically, there was like 1 week where everybody was like, "Oh yeah, we're putting." And at that point, we had worked up to like monthly retainers with people, and like the minute COVID hit, they all like basically canceled them on the spot within a week of the like shutdowns happening. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was wild. And I think. At that, I don't think we had any like money in the reserves, and so we were like, okay, right now, I think like the end of the month, like I have no idea, how things gonna come in.
I think your
Yeah.
exact words were, "I only have enough funds to pay one Vincent," and then you you started paying VJ. It's something like that. Some it was no hard feelings, but yeah. Um,
There's always a Vincent in my life who is a Vincent J, who is a writer, and there can only be one at a
and
time.
many failed dreams.
Oh, well. Okay, we're all about that bright future now. So, what do we got on the horizon? Do we have super good on the horizon? Because I keep hearing about you talking about this script, and I never hear anything else.
I I tried so hard to make things that didn't revolve around Jesse. I tried. And I wrote like maybe 30 pages of a movie, and I'd rewrite it of and I think I kind of told you it was about this guy that was like a telemarketer. Um it was pretty much, I don't, is this already a movie? It was, I'll just say it now, I don't care. It was because a lot of what I did at Nissan toward the end was something called BDC, where I wasn't a salesperson anymore.
BDC.
I would basically call people, email them, text them, and work on getting them in. So then they'd work with a
Hmm.
salesperson. Um, so the movie was about this guy who was a telemarketer, and he had a therapist. So it was very Sopranos inspired in that aspect. I always liked
Hmm.
that they did. So he had this therapist that he'd go see, and he'd really let a lot out with this therapist, and you'd get to learn a lot about him and stuff when he was with her, because he wouldn't let that out with other people.
Hmm.
And so other people that he'd interact with didn't really know the real him. He'd kind of put it on for them and let everything out with this one person, something that I
Very
totally know
Squid
nothing
Squad.
about. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so,
Is this about the Squid Squad? Center? No.
well, they're not watching. It's fine. But so not me, the guy, the character, not me, not I. The character in the movie was a telemarketer, and he calls this one guy. I'll get right to it. There's a lot of other fluff, but he calls this one guy, and the guy's like, "Stop calling me. I told you last time, don't call me." He's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't read the notes here. I didn't realize it." And he's like, "You're a piece of whatever. Get a real job." And then and then the guy, he gets real calm and he's like, "Sir, you know that I can see where you live, don't you?" And he just says it like real calm. Like, I'll tell you, I can't tell you how many times I had a phone conversation that was so, I don't know if I should say this, where they were so rude to me. They were awful to me. And I would look and I'm like, "There's your address. There's your social." And I'm like, what an idiot. Like, this is like when you're mean to someone that works with your food. Like, just be smarter, because there's sick people out there that will mess with your food. They'll find you. They'll do whatever. And I'd be like, what a dummy. If I was the wrong person, whatever. So the guy's like, "Sir, I know where you live, though." And he's like, "Are you threatening me?" And then whatever. So then the movie goes on, and then one day that guy gets home and the telemarketer's in his house, and
Okay.
and then what happened from there? I think it was. Have you ever had this sentiment? And I feel like we've talked about this before as well, where you like, I've experienced this a lot, where I'll see like a kid walking down the street and they're like 5, and they're just like walking down the street alone somewhere where they shouldn't be, and you'll have that thought like, I want to go take that kid. And then tell the parent, "Hey, stupid! You see how easy it is for someone to take your kid? Give me $50 and I'll give them back." Something like that.
You won't be like those. You see the videos where they lure the daughter into like a van, but like the parents are back there, like the teacher.
Yeah, H3 covered that. Yeah, something like that. So the guy in the movie was gonna be like he really wasn't trying to kill the guy he was calling, but he's in his house and he's almost kind of like on the spectrum kind of thing. And so imagine I'm the character, and the guy comes home and he's like, "What are you doing in my house?" And I'm like, "Wait, which camera is it?" And I'm like, "You see how easy it is for me to find you? Like, you should be nicer to people." Like, he's not even trying to hurt, but he's kind of like trying to prove a point to him in the worst way. So then the guy like almost beats him to death. Like, the guy's not a violent guy. And then at the end, he was going to go to his therapist. And he sees his therapist all throughout. And at the very end, other stuff happens. But at the very end, he goes to see his therapist, and he's like at the door. And these guys are like, "What are you doing? Get out of here." And he's like, "I'm here to see my therapist." And they're like, "There's no therapist here." And then he's like, "No, whatever her name's, I'm here to see Maria." And they're like, "There's no Maria here. Like, she's never been." Like, it turns out there was no therapist all along. And it was kind of like all in he was a very like neurotic kind of guy. The opening monologue starts out with him talking to the therapist about these dreams that he's been having about like walking through the mall with his mom, and how he's been walking with a limp. And what does that mean? He doesn't have a limp. What does it represent? Like, he's just like a very neurotic guy. And it was just the most random. Like, I had fun writing stuff like that, because my stuff's always like gag comedy or sketch kind of stuff.
Wait, so this is not a comedy that you're describing right now?
No.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. I was kind of seeing it as a comedy a little bit. And,
so the whole time I'm describing that, you're like, like, that's funny.
No, I think it works better as a comedy. Look, Chet, imagine the guy's in the guy's house. He goes, "How'd you get in here?" He starts beating him up, and then the guy's like on the ground after he's getting beat up, and he's like, "You see how that didn't make you feel better?" Like,
That reminds me of the I think it was your idea where the guy he puts himself in a real situation. Like you're scrolling YouTube shorts and you see some guy getting almost like beat to death because he was trying to do BJJ in the streets. And then after you think he's dead, he stands up and he's like, "Now what did I do wrong there?"
Oh, that's good. That's gotta be one too. Um, Chan, I'm telling you, I got so many things written for super good, and I think it's literally gonna come together. I think I just gotta sit down and write it, and I think once you see it, I think it's gonna be like, remember when I wrote that peak day script, and you were like, oh, hold on, give it to me. I know what to do now. I feel like it's gonna be something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say, I've been waiting forever, because like just not having the stress of like, I've been waiting for someone to just be like, here, act, like here's the script, and like I don't have to try to. But I, of course, I want to write too. But I guess what I'm saying is like, yeah, if you want to do like the most, I'm not gonna be a control freak about it. I'd love to just be able to act. So yeah, if you
Yes,
want to
yes.
do that, and then there's anything I can contribute to it, yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. I want to put a pitch together for, and I know this is not. I think right now it would be hard to go full film and like pitch a film. Um, One thing I'm worried about is, and I actually worked with some people recently that they put a film out, and it's like one in theaters and stuff, and it just didn't make money. And so the investors who put it in are not probably going to work with these people again. And I'm like, the economics of that side are like so hard. In my mind right now, we got so many good stories about like the delivery boy life that I just have to put a cool pitch together. JP has an idea. He's like, I want to, and I'll start looking at it today, like how to buy an Emmy statue and send it to the people at Pizza that says Emmys for Delivery Boys 2027 or something like that. And then a little packet that says something like, look, we want to do a show for you guys. We actually worked there. We actually did this thing. And right now, small videos on TikTok and Instagram are selling out products. So you don't even have to invest in the show right away. You can invest in a team who's going to do the little shorts so that you guys can see that people like these characters and stuff. So that when you invest in the show and then make the show that could end up being on Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, something like this, it's already a proven model because you proved it on the short side, right? But in order for that to happen, they have to have a team who's basically like full time on that. So if they could hire us, and that's like the sole focus, and Voto could put all its kind of eggs in one basket, which seems like a bad idea, but I'm like, no, if they're paying for it, and it's like a 12-month contract or something, I'm like, it's a very smart idea because no matter what, it's going to work. Like it's going to, people are going to come. So I'm like, okay, I got to put that little brochure. So it's going to be a mix of that statue and a little brochure that kind of explains that. Now, if you want to help write that, then we could do a little something there. I got facts to back me up. There's a Chili's thing that happened last year, and they did a report that said every single one of our all of our growth in Q3 of last year, 100% of it is attributed to one single TikTok video that is not even from a TikTok influencer. It's from a random person who doesn't have followers on TikTok. And let me say that again. Ellie's is saying that 100% of the growth that they experienced in Q3 came from a single video from a non-influencer.
So that's to say that, like, of course, imagine if you actually
Imagine.
focus that. Okay, wow.
Yeah, imagine.
So it's. I'm sure you're already doing this or have been aware of this for whatever you're putting together, a pitch deck or something. It has to be shown in there everybody. I don't remember who it started with, if it was McDonald's or Wendy's or whatever, but that whole thing they're doing on social media, you know how they're trying to be funny and they're doing their
Yeah,
tweets
yeah,
and all. I mean, they're doing that. These billion-dollar companies think that's it.
yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like no one's smart enough to make content, like actual
yeah.
content. They're just going to do.
Right, right, right,
So
right, right, right.
imagine, so we're just building on that, something that everyone's already doing, but now you
Literally.
can tell them like do better, do smarter than that. They're just typing a little funny here and there. Imagine if it was a whole thing that people could watch as entertainment. It's the whole what is it, Transformer thing.
Transformers, yeah, yeah, yeah. Make the show, sell the toys, 100%. And so that's I feel like that would be cool because obviously it gets the whole team paid to work on one really cool focus thing. That's one kind of way I'm going about it. I also want to get um, eh, if there's like some kind of if there is some kind of workflow we could figure out for like a to develop a film on the cheap. That would really work because people will buy finished movies, you know. But it's got to be good quality.
I tried, but I'm telling you, I don't know why I'm getting this crazy surge of ideas for MMA. I
Hmm.
will write it because that's just the way I write anyway. I will write it in the most budget friendly way because I like to write like that anyway. I'm never going to be a Transformers writer. I like to write where it feels like Napoleon Dynamite. I like that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I feel like the most elaborate it would get is, and if we had any kind of a budget, wouldn't be a big deal. We could rent out like a little shed. Remember like Tyler's shed that he used to have?
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah,
how there's a
yeah.
ton of sheds even like around here, and they're usually like mechanic shops or something. Um,
Hmm.
we just need a place like that, something like that, that we don't have to wait on people. No one's gonna come in and out, and we have to borrow it from. If we just had like a little area like that to make a dojo, we're good.
Oh,
If we have a controlled environment like that, we're good. Everything else will be like guerrilla style. Me and Flaco will be at the barber shop because, like we did last time when we shot that part with Antonio. Oh, my sister knows this guy who has a barber shop. He'll let us in there for 10 minutes, or we'll go to Chemo's car wash and that kind of stuff.
well,
So,
when it comes to Reedley, I feel like, you know, going out there, they're really supportive and like they'll let you do your thing because it's like, look, it's just two random guys with a camera. It's not this whole big team set up, blah blah
is it
blah.
like that in
So
Austin?
yeah,
It's
I feel like in any place where it's not, honestly, we were just too close to LA and Fresno. Like in LA, you can't get away with that, you know. But in other spot, anywhere that's not like the biggest city, you can get away with that kind of stuff.
from what
Especially
I
on like
hear.
this. Go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, from what I hear, Austin seems like that kind of place where it's like, do whatever the heck you want. You can get it. There's a lot of art and a lot of comedy and a lot of. Do you think we could get away with shooting something like this there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And especially right now, like there's kind of this burgeoning film scene, but it's not anything that's like super developed and it's still like so new and no one's jaded about it, you know.
So you think if we were like out and about shooting at like some park or something, we'd get shut down?
Nope, nope, not at all.
Because
Not at
like you
all.
said, it just needs to look good. I think you said it just needs to look professional. I can write the script that look. Here was my idea, and I don't know how much of this I want to say on here, but you'll know what I mean. I can write it from start to finish, and then maybe before it's even done being written, I can give you just enough to where maybe a pitch deck can be made, and maybe we can use some of the materials of what we shot before so that they could see how the characters live and act and look and talk, but now it's this script. And then if we can get some of the people involved from that area, I can go shoot it over there. The only thing I don't like is that I feel like we'd lose some of this like Central Valley look, because that's kind of Jesse's, like where he'd be. I don't know how
Mm-hmm.
Austin
Mm-hmm.
looks. I'm sure there's areas that if you just shot a
There's areas that
corner.
will look like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, Wrigley has so much freedom that wouldn't make sense to film over there as well. It's not like we can't go over there, and take the
If
equipment.
you could, that'd be perfect. But if we can get those other guys involved, and then here's the thing. I don't know if we can get them involved just as like behind the scenes here. We'll put our name on it, and if it makes any money, we'll take it in, or if they'd actually be in it. I don't really have a big desire for them to be in it because I like movies where there's not a single famous person in it because then it just seems so real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how Napoleon Dynamite was, and that's kind of how Nacho Libre was. Aside from Jack Black, that's why it was so cool because it's like we don't know any of these people, so we're not really tying anything to them. It just seems like so fresh and brand new. But I can also see ways where it'd be really funny to use them for certain things, and of course, more people would watch right off the bat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I'm
It
saying
might
all
be kind
that.
of funny if in the script Jesse has beef with them and they're talking about it on the podcast or something. So it's not interaction. We have podcast clips of them mentioning him and like Jesse and Flacco might be watching it on a laptop or something.
Shoot. That would probably be the best way to do it. Yeah, because you know
Yeah.
how there's of those two guys, one of them's older.
Yes, yes,
Everyone's
yes.
gonna know what we're talking about now. I thought it'd be funny if that guy was like an old like Portuguese BJJ instructor or something because that guy's so funny. And the other guy, I don't know. I was even considering the other guy might be like a friend of Jesse, but I like that. I like bringing that already real thing in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
um, Chet, let me ask you this. I think we're hitting the hour mark here. Is ATV an hour? Well, we should probably start closing out now. What do you want to let the
yes.
people know? Where can they find you? Where can
If you're looking for a car, I really, I
Yes.
really need to sell some more
Uh,
cars this month. And we ship them out
uh,
of state. We ship them out of state all the time. I'll take your credit card authorization. I just need a front and back photo of your driver's license and the card that you will be using for your deposit, so I can secure the vehicle for you. Take it off the market. I'll park it on the roof. No one else can buy it. Then once that's been
Whoa.
established, I can get all the paperwork done. If you're going with your own lender, that's fine. I'll just get your information so I can run a quick OFAC report so we can be in compliance with the regulations for
What's
the auto
that?
dealerships.
Huh?
Yeah, just to make sure you're not a terrorist or anything like that. If you are a terrorist, I could sell you something on the side. We'd have to go through Facebook. But if we're going through the dealership, I'll get that the paperwork ready for you. We can arrange transport and get it out to you. Please hurry, or it's not going to count until next month. That was kind of an issue last month. But yes, if you're looking for a vehicle, you can reach out to me. Do you have any thoughts right now for where you want to house this?
You know what? I kind of want to sit back, meditate, reflect on it.
Because when's
Uh,
it gonna be live? Like whenever it's live, I'm gonna put it on MMA and tell everyone to go watch it.
let's. I mean, I'm ready to go live now. Should we do the thumbnail? Hold on. All right, where's yours?
Oh shoot!
Chen, don't cut your head off. Give me some headroom to work with. Okay, go ahead.
There's my thumbnail.
Okay, that's your thumbnail. Okay, and good.
Oh
Okay,
shoot! I didn't realize we were doing it at the same time.
wait, should we?
I guess we can.
Okay, go. One, two, three. Okay. That is. We're gonna leave that in there too. Because ATV season 5 is the realest one. Is the realest one. You can't get realer than this, really. Um, but that's true, by the way. That's true. If any car salesman sees this, they're gonna be like, "That Vincent guy speaking to my soul."
Yeah, and I
Um,
don't. I'm kind of. I think some of them are gonna see this actually because I think some of them follow MMA, and I kind of. I know certain people that watch MMA aren't gonna like this either because they're not gonna want to see non Jesse stuff, and they've heard me talk about my gripes enough. But that's how it goes.
Good. Get the gripes out on this channel. Let none of it get to Jesse. Boom, we're good. Jesse's got his own gripes too, so that's good. Okay. Let me think. Let me think right now. Um, let
And
me text you some. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
there may be times if it's possible for us to have to double up because of my stupid schedule for the time being so that we could be weekly
Yeah.
because I have
Also,
days off every day. It changes every week, my days off.
Then let's talk. Are we gonna have segments? We read it, we read it, we read it, we read it, we read it.
I would like to. I would like to.
Okay,
I also
okay.
thought it would be funny if I don't know if this is because everybody does this and they play content and videos and stuff, but I thought it'd be funny if maybe every once in a while we have a segment where we present one or two videos just like trying to make the other one laugh or just something that we thought was
Okay,
funny or something
okay.
like that.
That'd be good. A meme off. Yeah, yeah. I want to do a segment where we create something new live. Like for me, actually, let me show you how I would do it. You want to see?
Yeah.
Let's share our screen. Now that things like ChatGPT are
Well,
hold on,
don't
me.
share my screen though.
No. Oh, okay.
Okay, wait. Okay, if you need to now, you can.
No, let's see. I'm gonna share my screen. ChatGPT. All right, Chat.
I
We're
always
gonna
think of
create
that
it.
moment from Miguel.
What's the oh, wait, which moment from
When you
Miguel?
tell me that you turn on the TV or something, and it was that one music video,
Wait, which one? Which one?
the Nicki Minaj one.
Oh, wait, where it showed Miguel Lopez is watching Anaconda. He was home alone playing Anaconda. I forgot how I got that notification. I don't even know why I would get that notification. All right, Chet, let's come up with well, this is the very first segment. I don't know what to call it. Okay, give me a name, Chet. You're good at naming things. This segment is we either come up with a new song, a new movie title, a story, an image. Right now, I want to create a movie poster for a new movie that don't doesn't exist. So what do we call this segment?
Oh shoot.
We'll change the
Um.
name. Okay, we'll call it "We
Um.
Made It."
We
We
made it.
made
We
it.
made it. We made it. We made it. We made it.
We made
Oh
it. We made it.
yeah.
Okay, now what is our movie poster? Let's do one for your. You want to do one for your movie about that guy? The what was that one called?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, I don't know if I had a title for it. The telemarketer. I don't know.
the
Do we put all the
telemark.
details here, like about a guy that stalked the guy that he was calling or something?
Well, what would the poster look like? It'd be like a guy like looking outside through a window, or is he on the phone and just angry?
Um,
Um,
make a suspense movie poster called "A Telemarketer" about a depressed telemarketer
about a depressed telemarketer who what?
who who stalks his clients. I've never done this.
Uh, am I spelling marketer wrong? Telemarketer.
Chat GBT should figure out how to spell it. I think.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Okay, so now we're just gonna let her go and see what we get, and we can adjust because this thing lets us adjust every now and then. I do want to share some other creations I've made, but they may be not safe for work. So yeah, you know, it's funny. I was watching this
Jesus,
video.
take
I
you
was watching.
forever.
No, I watched this video of this author guy. He's a published author who is using all these AI tools to try and help him write books now and stuff. And one of them, he was like, "Yeah, this one was great." And a lot of them don't do like violence or like steamy scenes and stuff. But this one I tested and it's really good for not safe for work stuff. And he's like, "It's really good." You know, really not safe for I shouldn't say it, but blah blah blah. He said that like right in the middle. He said that in the middle of his YouTube video explaining this one AI tool. Oh, and I was like, something needs to be done here. Uh,
Some bad stuff. Oh yeah. Oh,
he's listening. Okay.
hey, they're better
Uh,
than us. The
they are.
robots are better.
They
Oh
are.
my
They are. Uh,
gosh. April
okay.
24th.
There it is, Trent. How do you feel about it, the telemarketer?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
I'm kind of getting taxi driver vibes from this.
Oh yeah, yeah. It kind of reminds me of those tracts that I used to read when I was little.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about? Those little
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
that the Catholic Church hates.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I know exactly the ones that lie about everything. I definitely know. No, it does. It is reminiscent. It's reminiscent.
it's something about it is like the guy's eyes. I've seen that guy in one of the drawings before. Oh man,
Okay. Uh,
we have to. I have to screenshot that. Oh my gosh.
Chat, I literally could just copy and
Oh.
send it to you. What is wrong with you? Okay. No, stop sharing this.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, what happened? What happened? All
My
right.
screen got so big.
Now that you saw that, are you more inspired to make it? Are you like, you know what? I've seen the finished product and where it could go. Let me get back to Jesse.
When I saw that right now, it almost depressed me a little bit because it made me feel like I will never be able to live up to that photo. It did so good. It made me feel like I should just get the Chat GPT to write the script for me.
Whoa, champ.
The technology's too good now. It can't write Jesse better, but it could write this better.
You know what's really good about it? I use it for like brainstorming. So like it's not something that you have to let it write for you. I'll let it write things for clients for sure, but I'm like, hey, if it does good. But like for me, I was thinking about this like cartoon story about like these animals, and I was like, like a red wall type thing, or like so like Beatrix Potter,
Mm-mm.
Peter Rabbit, and all that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, it'd be cool to do one of those, but it's like, like medieval or something, like in a forest. And I was like going back and forth with ChatGPT, and I was like, I really think like it'd be cool to show like kangaroo mice because I've never seen a show that really features them, but I don't really see them in the forest because they live in the desert. And it was like, think about it as in terms of like different environments. Maybe they live over there and other ones live over here. Maybe they're like going to the forest for something. And I was like, okay, yeah, maybe there's like a big danger going on in the desert and they have to go into the forest with this other group of animals and they got to prepare for a big battle or something like that. So like I'll use it for like random
Kangaroo mice is
brainstorming.
a real thing?
Yeah, yeah. They're like, look it up right now. Look it up right now on your Google. Tell me what you think about kangaroo mice. Just say kangaroo mouse. For some reason, Riverside can't record my screen.
I hate mice.
Oh,
Even just
oh,
seeing
so
it. Ugh.
dang, so that's your thing, huh? Mice.
I don't like little rodents.
All right, Trent. We're signing off now. Thank you everybody for watching. Your support means the world to us, and follow on all the social channels. Be looking out for the clips because Riverside allows us to clip this real easy. And so, yeah, there's gonna be shorts. There's gonna be
do,
shorts.
do you have to clip it yourself, or does like the AI clip it? Be like, oh,
The
this was a good
AI
moment.
clips it for us, but those aren't always the best. But I could just export those raw ones and let's just see. You liking this life?
I
Okay.
am.
All right. And what's our sign off? Um, and to that, good night. We're out. Okay. All right. Episode 1 is done. Chant, how are you
I
feeling after that?
this is necessary.
Necessary.
I think this is necessary. As we were going and as we're here now, um, post podcast clarity. Oh, I like
Mm-hmm.
that for the
Mm-hmm.
what should we
Post
call it?
podcast clarity. Yeah.
Post pod clarity. That should
Yeah,
be.
both. Oh.
I'm seeing now because it might have just been me. I don't know. It could have been a combination of both of us. I think it's just me, but I know you're very busy as well. I think that the way our sick brains are in 2025, especially the kind of things that we do and aspire to, I think we may not let ourselves get on the phone and figure things out and do stuff like this as often as we should because we're so results and content driven that
Hmm.
if we turn our conversations into content, then we'll actually talk. If we
You
turn
know
it
who you
into
remind me of? Mr. Beast when he was like, "Yeah, I like to just work all the time and stuff." They're like, "But you have a girlfriend now," and she's like, "No, but she fits right in because, like, she loves to watch documentaries. So, like, when we're together, she's learning. It's like
oh no.
it's all about maximizing your time. And but I know exactly what you mean. It's like, no, I'm not hanging out. This is content.
It's like when
And you
Mark
know what?
Wahlberg plays with his kids. Yeah. Yeah. So I think I think it's necessary. It's crazy. And hopefully I'm not just trying to make myself feel good about it. It's crazy how it feels like just doing this right now brought up so much about what we should do and need to do and are planning to do, so we just keep things moving forward, and then doing something like this on a consistent basis creates some kind of like accountability.
So every Friday, should we release Monday? I feel like early in the week is good for YouTube, but also remember that late in the week used to be good for YouTube. I don't know what you've been seeing lately.
I
You,
am so out of the loop. I have no idea
yeah.
what's best. If it's just a free for all, I don't know.
Okay.
Um, do you now? Just my just what
Say
is
it.
it?
Say it, Chan. Don't sugarcoat it.
It was the same way when I'd work on a MMA video forever, and I knew I should be smarter about it, but I was so excited to release something and just get that immediate feedback and see how people felt and how it was received, that I would just upload it at like 11:49 at night instead of doing it when I know I should have later. So for me, it's like I want to release it as soon as it's uploaded and tell MMA people to come watch it like today, but I don't know if that's best. I don't know.
I don't know either. If we're going to do the Friday thing, you see, because for me, I'd like to have that one day where people can expect it. So when should they expect it?
I
Saturday,
mean, it,
Monday?
I Friday could work if we could have it uploaded and say like every Friday at like 2 p.m. or something. I don't know. I don't know how long it would take to upload something this long.
Let me ask Grok and see what day it thinks it's best.
And then maybe it should go on Voto. I don't know if everything that we're going to be doing is going to be somewhat Voto fueled and it's just going to help big picture, then maybe that makes sense. Another difficult thing is because Voto has such a long history and past on there, it might be better algorithm wise to have a clean slate. I don't know. I don't know if that stuff is held against you. No one's ever upfront and honest about it.
Whoa, it's saying Friday might be good. Now let's be real. Can we be real with ourselves, champ?
Yes.
Now this first one's not gonna have any views or engagement. Getting it out of the way. So if we could be honest with ourselves, accept this, then let's go. Today it's up. And maybe even some AI shorts are up today. So let me do this. Let me share my screen and see if you could see it. Let me share my screen. All right, see this? Who shot JFK?
Oh,
Um,
jeez.
now let's go to my channel.
What?
He said, "Oh, gee."
He looked like a fake guy. That was crazy.
Oh, and I agree. I agree. Now, I don't think it should go on here, but let's look at the photo. Obviously, it goes to Mexican martial arts because he stole the channel. Um, if you could stop me when I lie.
There's me.
Okay,
I was so proud of that short or that little commercial.
and now here is this one, where right now it does seem to fit because it's more BTS based. But I was like, in my mind, I was like, nah, we should pause that BTS stuff, only leave the creative. What do you think? Because like some channels have the creative and the BTS, some just only have the creative, and then the BTS is on a different channel. Let's decide right now, Chen.
Old, I will tell you this. And a lot of times I would. So I'm being completely honest here. I truly don't care where it goes. So I'm gonna say what I say right now, and if you decide you still want it to be on here or something else, Voto, Alex RMZ, I don't care. I just want to do this. My suggestion would
Mm-hmm.
be to make a new channel.
New one. Okay.
And my reason for that is because I know Juan Pablo is a big part of this and he has Fallout on there. I'm very serious about doing this, and because of how everything's going right now, I know, barring some unforeseen circumstance, I know we're gonna upload this every week.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put this on the Voto one, because there's those couple Fallout things right now, if you put this on the Voto one, it's gonna be 99.9. We're gonna have upload after upload of this and like one or two creative things because we're gonna be so prolific with this. It's gonna absolutely consume all the creative stuff on there, and then the creative stuff's gonna look like why is this even here? I think it would highlight your creative stuff more and keep the focus on that if it wasn't gonna absolutely be overwhelmed by all of these that we're gonna be doing.
Yeah, yeah.
It could
That
still
makes
be
sense.
another Voto channel, Voto extras, Voto backstage, Voto whatever. But I just
Give
think it
me a
should
name.
be. It'd be nice if it was something that made sense to people that already know about us, or that could feel like it's the same family, like MMA, the MMA audience, the Voto audience, the ATV audience. I mean, everyone's pretty familiar with Voto. Even the MMA people still remember
Yeah.
Voto.
Right,
Um,
right.
I mean, should it be if we did a, let's say I finish writing the script and we shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
So I write it. I'm the writer. I'll act in it. If you and Juan Pablo and like you guys shoot it, that's a Voto production, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It would be kind of cool if it was named, maybe if it was All Things Voto.
That's okay. That is cool. Um, let's just try it then. Is ATV? ATV's back. They. Do you remember the prediction I made years ago?
I feel like I will when you say it. It will be back.
I
Oh,
made a
oh,
prediction.
it'll never end.
There you go. And then do you remember your reaction to? You were,
Oh yeah, yeah, in the basement.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
You know
So there it
what? With
is.
the Chat GBT thing, I think a funny poster or like a funny poster or a background image, a border is if you Chat GBT like us riding on ATVs or something like that. That would
That
be
would be
pretty cool.
cool.
Because
Okay,
I
then we
remember
got to do
we used to toy around with that idea, but we never
an
did because Chat
ATV.
GBT.
Okay, let me ask you this then, because all those other ones are hidden. Should we bring back season one?
I'm not against that. I think that would be cool and nostalgic. The only thing that I get afraid of is if that content dump would freak out and possibly negatively impact the algorithm. That's the only fear I have. Otherwise, I think it'd be cool for them to be able to see that.
I don't think it would. I think that, honestly, like from everything that I've seen and I've experienced myself, it's should I tell you about my other automated channel? No, I I have this one that it's brand new. It's brand new. And I'm like automating stuff and I'll share it with you later. But I've literally just had like AI create stuff and it's putting stuff out. There are some where there'll be like five in a row and they get 3 views, 4 views, 6 views, then 1,000, 500, and so like the small ones don't stop the good ones from doing well. Like something I'm seeing is like, and then on the long form side, the channel also has long form videos, and I dumped like 30 in the last 2 weeks. And there are some with, but this is a brand new. No, I think I dumped 30 in the last maybe 10 days actually. This is brand new. Some of them have like 1 view. I think like the most may have like 500, 600 views. And all I'm saying is like I don't think it messes it up. Like I think the algorithm treats everything independently now.
Do you think eventually
Yeah.
it'll get to the numbers where you don't ever have to work again?
I'm gonna say this. I think like okay, you being like a YouTuber and like knowing kind of like what that new channel feeling is. Um, it's super small right now. Like it's got like 79 subscribers, but that happened in a matter of days. By the way, that
That's
happened in a matter
huge.
of days, and like it's got I don't know how many total views it has, like 10,000 or something, and its watch is over 100 right now. By the way, this is only like this is, and I'm not doing this like it's automated, like it's doing it on its own, and I'll show you. Uh, it's
I'm
from what
so
I'm seeing right
angry.
now. It's going to be it's going to be a YouTube partner within like 3 weeks. If I don't change anything, it's going to be a YouTube partner in 3 weeks.
I'm gonna report you.
No, by the way, it's good stuff. It's actually really cool stuff. It's not when I show you more, it'll start to make sense to you if
Is
you
it
want to see it.
like riddles and spot the difference?
No, no. And the only reason I don't want to say it right now is because I'm doing something that if other people kind of see my plan for it,
Hmm.
they'll be able to like kind of see it. And like, there's like hawks that watch this YouTube stuff. They watch like new YouTube channels. They literally have tools that scrape all YouTube to see the new channels, and whatever they're doing, they'll like duplicate it. But I'll share it with you later. Yeah, yeah. And I know we're being real on this podcast. This is, and I'll be real on that later. All right. If you want to find out what find out on ATV season 3, episode 49. I will reveal that channel.
Is this still part of the video?
Yeah,
I thought we
yeah.
stopped at an hour.
No, 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 no. Chat, I'm telling you, this is the real. They literally watched all of this. They
I'm
watched
trying to
all of
remember
this.
if I said something that I wouldn't have said if I knew we were
No,
starting.
no, you didn't. You didn't. I've been eyeing everything we've been saying. Um, wait, do you want me to stop recording and then show you the channel?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Peace out, everybody. ATV episode 1 is done.
Oh shoot.